On today's discussion on building self-confidence in your child, part 2, I would like to start with a story. Many years ago, when I was in secondary school, I needed a pen because mine suddenly stopped writing. Then I went to the staff room to ask for a pen. That was a normal thing. They said, "Uncle, please borrow me your Bible." All the staff in the staff room busted into laughter. After he gave me the pen, one of the teachers asked me to repeat what I said. And I innocently said, "Uncle, please, could you borrow me your Bible?" And they busted into laughter again. Anyway, I got the pen and then I went back to my classroom. They nicknamed me, "Uncle, please borrow me your Bible." Okay, it's continued like that for some days, for some weeks, for some terms. Prior to that day, I never knew I had rhoticism. That is what it's called. Okay, the inability of a child to pronounce the letter R is called rhoticism. In some cases, it's actually a speech impediment. Some can be corrected while others cannot. Now, prior to then, I never knew I had that because nobody in my house ever made jest of me. And the effect of that event was that I tried as much as possible to avoid words and sentences with that letter. That was how bad it was. In as much as I tried to use synonyms for some words, there were some words that I couldn't get or find synonyms for. Words like rice, words like roots. So whenever I say words or sentences with letters that I do not have synonyms for, I just speak very fast. I try as much as possible to talk very fast when I'm talking to you, and I know that whatever I have to say to that person has the letter her in it, so that by the time I'm done talking, you will not even realize that I mentioned something not correctly. That affected my confidence level when it comes to talking in public. Okay, I became very shy to talk in public. I try as much as possible to avoid whatever will make me talk. Sometimes one could ask me a question and I have a very brilliant answer to give the person. I just shut up. I just go mute, look at the person, I keep quiet. And I'm like, it really affected my expression. I was just in my shell. I wasn't confident. I wasn't sure I was going to say words that will sound correctly. And I just end up just saying things not really clear. So this is to show you the extent to which making jests of someone can actually affect the person's confidence level, especially that of a child. Making jest of someone due to the person's speech impediments or the way they look, the way they say things can affect their self-confidence. This brings me to the first point of today's topic on building self-confidence in your child. Avoid bullying any child. Kids are victims of being laughed at due to their speech impediments. Some are being laughed at because of their body size. Some kids are being bullied in different ways. As parents, as much as you can fight it, fight anyone that tries to bully your child or any child around you, because making jest of kids have long-term effects on these kids. Most of these kids grow up to become timid adults. Till now, some people still laugh at me. Some make jest of me. Leave these people, leave the kids alone. Not all of them can actually correct it. So let them be. Allow them live their life. Stop pushing them back to their shells. Stop killing the confidence in them. Stop it. So if you are looking at me right now and you have any speech impediments of any sort coming from me to you as a word of encouragement, don't even care about it, okay? If you can fix it, if you can work on it, try and work on it. But if it can't be worked on, live your life to the fullest. You come out of your comfort zone. You have a lot to fulfill, so live your life. Say the works the way you can. Do not let anyone disturb your peace of mind. The second key in building self-confidence will be allow them to try out new skills and opportunities in a safe environment. Okay, learn how to play painting, arts and crafts, baking, tailoring, soccer, volley, basketball. Just allow them try out new skills. These skills will help them to believe in themselves the more. Another key in building self-confidence is allow them make choices themselves sometimes. Instead of always imposing your own choices on them, sometimes you could just allow them to make their own choices and then tell them the consequence of their choices. Now, allowing them make some choices themselves helps them to reason better, helps them to have confidence in themselves. They feel you trust them enough to allow them make some decisions. So long as you know whatever decision they make won't harm them. Even when they go out, they'll be able to stand their ground and not always wait for you to make decisions for them. Before I go to the next point, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please kindly subscribe to this channel. I am Toyin Olukorede. Thank you for joining us today on building self-confidence in your child. The next point in building self-confidence in your child will be allow age-appropriate task. Every child has a task that he or she can do. There are different age-appropriate tasks. You can encourage them to tidy up their toys. So whenever they play with their toys, they know that they are to tidy up the toys. Encourage them to take up tasks according to their age. That helps them to believe more in themselves and have a sense of responsibility, knowing that, okay, you trust me enough to tell me to do these things. In addition to building self-confidence in your child, teach them to praise and appreciate themselves. Okay, so let them know that they can actually appreciate themselves when they do some things that they are glad or proud of. When you ask them to tidy up their toys and a child does that, and the child comes to you, telling you to come and see what he or she has done, it will be nice to say to that child, you must be proud of yourself. Wow, good job, well done. You must be proud of yourself because you did a good job. So let the child say, yes, I'm proud of myself. Yes, I did a good job. It helps the child. So let them appreciate themselves. Let them appreciate their efforts. The next point in building self-confidence in your child will be focus on their efforts. Okay, so stop focusing on the results only. Focus on their efforts. Appreciate those little efforts that child puts in doing a task. Okay, even if the child didn't finish like you expected, just appreciate the child. Well done, good job, you did well, you did good. I love the fact that you even tried to do it. Thank you for helping me out in the kitchen today. Thank you for tidying up. Thank you for laying the bed, even though you know that that bed that the child laid was not neatly laid. But still appreciate the child, that the child even made an effort to lay the bed to assist you. Appreciate the efforts. Clap for such a child. Appreciate the child. It helps the child to want to do more. It helps such a child to work harder next time because he or she knows that, okay, mommy appreciates me, so I will try next time to do better. It helps the child to be more confident in his or her abilities. The next point in building self-confidence in your child will be set rules and guidelines. Let the child know that there are guidelines in your house. When they fail to follow those guidelines, with love, encourage them to try again. Thank you for joining us today. And for now, do have a splendid day. Enjoy the rest of your day.